What is going on, guys? Let's talk about the Azodin KPC. The KPC's finally here. We saw the KPC way back in February, about 7 months ago. So now that it's finally here, what's the point of it? What features are cool? Should you buy one? The KPC, let's just do a little bit of overview of the KPC, run down some features, see how stuff feels, and compare it to the Azodin KP3, for sure the KPC's major competitor, which is weird because they're the same company. Let's just go over the features of the KPC and then we'll go from there. The KPC is a half-block pump gun made by Azodin, so it's going to have very similar internals to the rest of the Azodin guns and have an operating pressure of about 450 psi. It comes with a one-piece 14-inch 685 barrel, has a locking feed neck so you're able to adjust those screws right there to tighten down your hopper. Has stainless steel pump arms and guide rods, and also comes with an optional Hitman mod. So you can put the Hitman mod on if you want or take it off. So those are really the features. It's not much. I mean, it's a very basic pump gun. There's not a lot of bells and whistles. It's just pretty basic. So how's the pump stroke? I think that's one of the main concerns, or one of the things that people look for or want to know when looking at pump guns. And I am pleasantly surprised that the KPC pump is really smooth. One of my concerns with the KPC was that the pump stroke was going to be kind of weird because it does only have that one guide rod, unlike the KP3 that has the dual guide rods. But honestly, they're both very smooth and I can't really tell much of a difference. Both of them pump very smooth, whether it's the KPC or the KP3. One of the things that I don't like about the KPC is that wicked small pump handle. I mean, yeah, I got big hands, but it's just so teeny. It's just awkward feeling. My hand smothers the thing, and it feels like when I pump it, I have to be and hold it all weird. Whereas the KP3 has that much larger pump handle, so just pumping it and holding the front of the gun is way more comfortable than it is in the KPC. The barrel's all right. It's good that it's a 685. It is a one piece, which some people won't like, but it's that smaller bore size and it feels well made. It looks really good when you look down it. So barrel's all around okay. So how's the shot quality? It's decent, right? I mean, it's not gonna be spectacular. It's not gonna be as good as some of these lower pressure pump guns. It's not gonna shoot as good as the KP3 or a CCM gun, mainly because it still has that classic normal spider valve where it's going to operate at that 400-ish PSI. So it is going to kick a little bit more. It is a little bit louder. It's a little harder on paint than Azodin's other pump gun, the KP3, but it's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's again not the greatest. That's about all. I mean, I don't know what else to say. The gun shoots and it's not that spectacular. It doesn't come with a lot of features. You don't get it on off. There's no lever feed neck. No cool barrel, no sweet internals, nothing. You're really just getting an Azodin Chaos that pumps. That's about all. So what I think Azodin was doing with the KPC was to make a pump gun that was sub $200 that worked well, that got people into pump, that was attractive to new players or new players that are trying out pump. Like me, I don't play pump all that often, so an inexpensive pump gun is appealing to me. But while that's great, I understand them wanting to make a less expensive pump gun, they already do. The KP3 is only $60 more. And the KP3, you do get the lever feed neck, you do get the on-off, you get a two-piece barrel with two barrel backs, you get macro line, you get that 0D internal valve and hammer and stuff that's going to make it work at about half the operating pressure of the KPC. So the KP3 is going to be quieter, it kicks less, it's more air efficient, it's easier on paint. And it's only $60 more. I don't really understand. So if you're in the market for one of these inexpensive pump guns, to me there's still no option. The KP3, it's for certain worth that extra $60. Because you think you buy a KPC and you want to get a good barrel, say you just buy a CP two-piece barrel, that's $60 right there. Whereas if you would have spent that $60 on the KP3, you'd have two barrel backs and the on-off and the lever feed neck and that better internal system. So the KPC's just weird. I think it would have been great if they could have made it come in at $150. If it was $150, I could understand spending that extra $100 might be too much, or saving that $100 might be beneficial. But when it's only like a $60 difference, it just doesn't make any sense to me. If you guys have more questions, if I'm crazy and you're like, okay, KPC's way better, leave me a comment below. I'm curious. Tell me about your cheap pump gun paintball experience.